On Thursday, the 19th of April 2018, the Nigerian Institute of Journalism held its fifth convocation lecture titled Nigeria, Value Reorientation and the Media. The event, which took place at the premises of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, Ogba, Lagos, formed part of the activities lined up for the convocation ceremony of the Institute, slated for Friday, the 20th of April 2018. In attendance at the event were Engineer Vincent Maduka, the first Director General of the NTA, who was the guest lecturer, Chairman and founder of Vanguard newspaper, Mr. Sam Amuka, the Provost, Nigerian Institute of Journalism, Mr. Gbemiga Ogunleye, the Managing Director and Editor-in-Chief of the Punch newspaper, Mr. Demola Oshinubi, was represented by Mr. Segun Adediran, Mr. Ray Eku, CEO of May 5 Media Limited, among others. Dr. Ray Eku, CEO May 5 Media, in the opening remarks, welcomed all to the occasion. He said the theme of the lecture is very germane, given the recent social behavior of journalists in Nigeria. He urged guests to pay rapt attention and draw from the wealth of knowledge from the guest speaker, Engineer Vincent Maduka, the first Director General of the NTA.
That we are able to conduct this event here today. Our guest speaker, many of you may not know, is a very, very distinguished and experienced member of our profession. And his record speaks for him. And when he speaks to you, you will get what I'm saying. So I'm happy to welcome you on behalf of the council and the management of this institution, and I ask you to lend your ears to the guest lecturer. Thank you very much and welcome.
In the remarks of the chairman of the occasion, Mr. Demola Oshinubi, the Managing Director and Editor-in-Chief of the Punch newspaper, who was represented by Mr. Segun Adediran, he gave an insight into the topic of the lecture. He said, the role of the mass media is to disseminate information to the general public, which must be done in truth, credibility, and in all honesty, adding that there can never be a developed society without the right value orientation.
Media industry is not a minting money minting industry. You just to have the passion of courage, the passion to speak truth to power, and the passion, the spirit to live within your means. These are quite very crucial. You must have that courage to stand on the truth always. And this will enable you, to be able to perform your job effectively. I also want to say to you, graduates, that honesty pays. I insist, honesty pays. If you cannot be there, join them syndrome, well, we know what happens. If you want to sleep, your two eyes closed. If you want to drive and you don't look over your shoulder that somebody is pursuing you, please take honesty as your watchword, as your principle, as your value in media practice.
The guest lecturer, Engineer Vincent Maduka, who spoke on the topic, Nigeria, Value Reorientation and the Media, gave an in-depth analysis of the birth of journalism in Nigeria, its relationship with the colonialists, as well as the social orientation of journalists in the Nigeria of today. He added that value orientation in Nigeria presumes that we are not satisfied with what passes as values in the country. He stressed that, figuratively, most Nigerians do not have ideals. He therefore urged journalists to extol modesty as a virtue.
The broadcasting services introduced a new dimension to media practice, by which both literate and non-literate Nigerians were now brought into the media consuming community. The employment of several Nigerian languages, local ethnic, the employment of several Nigerian local ethnic languages serves to bring information to far more Nigerians than hitherto. The broadcast nationwide of the cultural and artistic expression of the different ethnic nationalities no doubt have had the effect of exposing Nigerians to the rich social tapestry that is Nigeria.
The event also featured a discussion session between members of the audience and the guest lecturer, Engineer Vincent Maduka, which was followed immediately by an award presentation session to Engineer Vincent Maduka and Mr. Ademola Oshinobi, the Managing Director and Editor-in-Chief of the Punch newspaper. The award presentation session was supervised by the Provost of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, Mr. Gbemiga Ogunleye. In the vote of thanks by the Chairman of the Planning Committee of the event, Dr. Dele Omojuigbe, he appreciated Engineer Vincent Maduka as well as other guests on the high table for gracing the occasion.
Sir, I salute on behalf of the Governing Council, on behalf of the Chairman of the Governing Council, Alhaji Ismail Isa Otua, and all the other members of the Council. I want to salute your courage, I want to salute your stamina. I want to thank you deeply for coming here to teach us. Because what you told us today is not just a history of the media, but also the history of Nigeria. How we are, who we are. You have really touched many things that we need to ponder on even after you have left. Now,
From Beacon Communications, we wish all graduating students of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism success in their future endeavors.